Welcome in, Renegades. And today we are talking about the insane win for Ripple XRP that will shock everybody because it is finally done. It's over. And I got this news directly from Crypto Wendy O. She is the one who announced this news even before a lot of the news publications. So shout out Crypto Wendy O for this. But this is something I've been talking about for a long time. It is because it sets a precedent for all of crypto, and the volume today alone in XRP just shows you that crypto is going to be huge. I've been telling people about crypto since 2020, trying to get people to understand that this is the future. XRP is a pillar in the industry and one of my favorite cryptos. I'm still a holder of XRP. I held Flare token, Spark token, and Songbird. Well, Flare and Spark are the same, but Flare, Spark token, and Songbird. A lot of people thought, that was a scam as well, and I believed in it because I like cross-chain. That's why I came to ICP, right? So we're gonna get into something funny first. I was at Bitcoin Nashville, and I really think Trump's speech had an impact crypto-wide that you guys would not even believe. So check out this video really quick.
Fraudsters, scam artists, Ponzi schemes.
On day one, I will fire Gary Gensler and appoint a new SEC chairman.
So that's super funny. As earlier in the last year, in the last 2 years, we've seen Gary Gensler come after crypto, Elizabeth Warren, all of these different political heads had a vendetta against crypto and thought it could be bad for the dollar. Well, as soon as Donald Trump starts speaking about firing Gary Gensler, we magically now have a settlement, which the SEC can appeal. But we're going to get into this from the very beginning of the story. We're going to go over what happened, what is going on with the SEC and crypto, and all of the wins for crypto. So this is going to be a great episode. Please smash that like, guys. Let's get this video out to as many people as possible and show people that crypto is the future. This is the future. So let me start off with the original lawsuit. So Ripple is a blockchain developer and the creator of the XRP token. The SEC accused Ripple of selling XRP in an unregistered security offering. The outcome of the U.S. regulators' court case against Ripple might still have far-reaching consequences for the cryptocurrency industry. And this is why we're talking about this today, not only for XRP, but this is bullish for the entire industry. As you see, if it's going to be bearish for the entire industry if they lose, which they were going to get fined over $4 billion or a lot. I mean, billions of dollars. I don't know the exact amount that they are facing, but they only ended up paying $125 million. And let's just take a look at this volume real quick for today. $4.5 billion. It sits at number 7 in volume and number 7 in market cap. So 125 million is not going to be a whole lot, or 150. I don't remember. We'll see exactly what it was, but is not a lot in the grand scheme of things here. So I'm really excited to see what the future is for it. Both the SEC and Ripple emerged somewhat victorious in this court case. So what they're talking about basically we'll go into later in some of the wins that happened and the precedent for regulation that has now been set. So basically, if the SEC is unable to appeal this decision, then we have precedent set in the industry for what is a security, what kind of transactions are labeled as a security, and what kind of transactions are secondary and legal. So let's go into the other case that the SEC, and hopefully with Donald Trump, pro-crypto, and it looks like Kamala Harris now is pro-crypto. So it looks like either way we go, we are getting a president that says that they are pro-crypto. And I don't know if Kamala Harris is going to fire Gary Gensler, but he says we're a bunch of fraudsters, hucksters, scammers, and Ponzi schemes. And Donald Trump says he's going to bat for our industry. And Kamala Harris says, a bunch of stuff about crypto too, but this is what the SEC has been doing. The SEC charges Coinbase for operating as an unregistered securities exchange, broker, and clearing agency. So the SEC not only goes after Ripple, they're going after the exchange that says that they sell it. Now, what I want to talk about for a second before we move on is the win, I believe. Okay, so SEC, it wins a part of this lawsuit. So SEC scores big win in lawsuit against crypto exchange Coinbase. The Securities and Exchange Commission scored a major win in its lawsuit against Coinbase. A judge ruled that the SEC's claim that the cryptocurrency exchange engaged in unregistered sales of a security could be heard by a jury at trial. So this dropped the price of the Coinbase. Now let's talk about this for a second. So basically what they are saying is that Coinbase has sold securities, and they're not talking about the secondary market of selling. What they are talking about is the staking protocol that they have on there, which is basically offering rewards to hold a crypto, right? It's not like on a decentralized exchange. It's completely on Coinbase. So that could set a precedent industry-wide as well, that if you offer staking capabilities, especially for stable coins and stuff like that, you're going to end up having to pay a fine or register that certain section of Coinbase as a securities broker. And they will have to do that. They'll have to become an exchange, a broker exchange federally on the federal level. Now, I also want to talk about Analisa Torres's judgment. Let's see here. It left on secondary markets. Okay, here we go. All right. So Ripple effects. Oh, come on. What are you doing? Developments following groundbreaking decision SEC versus Ripple Labs. Okay. On July 13th, 2023, Judge Analisa Torres issued a summary judgment decision in SEC versus Ripple Labs, Inc., holding that Ripple's sales of XRP through secondary trading platforms did not constitute securities transactions, while it direct sales to institutional investors did. So they did not get charged. That's where the big money would have came from. They would have had to pay billions of dollars if this constituted as a securities transaction. But it's a secondary market sale, so it does not. And that actually was appealed by the SEC, and it was denied by Judge Analisa Torres. And so it looks like now we have precedent that basically some of these institutional sales are securities transactions, and the secondary markets with the trading platforms Coinbase, Binance, and all of those other ones are not. So they did get Coinbase a little bit for not now Coinbase is going to sue them as well. So they got Coinbase a little bit with the staking protocol, but the crypto exchange Coinbase sued the SEC and the FDIC. So Coinbase is suing the Securities and Exchange Commission for not complying with its request to disclose past crypto probes. The crypto exchange, which claims the SEC has failed to provide regulatory guidance, is also suing the Federal Deposit Insurance Corp for pressuring the banking sector to cut ties with the crypto industry. So this is very big that we're having a president that's pro-crypto. Our entire administration has stomped on crypto for the past, 4 years at least that I know of. So it's nice to see this. The SEC has an ongoing lawsuit against Coinbase regarding the agency's stance that the company operates an unregistered securities exchange. So this is pretty huge. Coinbase is not taking this sitting down. XRP Ripple is not taking this sitting down. So this is great. So I want to shout out again Crypto Wendy O, because this is the first place where I saw this news, and I always watch her channel and watch her Twitter to see what's going on. If I miss something or I post something, you know, that can help other people out too. So judge finds Ripple's 125 million, bans future securities law violations in the long-running SEC case. So this is perfect. So, you know, this is great to see that things are starting to work out for crypto in the regulatory framework in the United States. This is going to bring a lot of different projects to build in the United States. Projects overseas can come and actually set up a nice, you know, place over here. And XRP is going to $3. I am sure of it. It would be $150 billion market cap, somewhere $150–160 billion market cap. I believe it's 32 billion right now. So we'd be sitting at 160 billion, which isn't even ETH. I think that in the top of this bull run with this victory, we could see XRP going to new all-time highs. And that is not a spoiler. That's promise. No, that's just a guess. I think it's going to go to that price, not financial advice. So the judge finds Ripple 125 million, bans future securities law violations in long-running SEC case. The SEC appeared likely to appeal the overall case. So they weren't able to appeal the secondary market decision. They lost this. Technically, they got $125 million. So, I mean, that's a little bit of a win for them, and it's a little bit of a loss for XRP, but this is huge. This is a win for crypto, for Ripple, for all of us. So I think this is pretty interesting to see. The federal judge imposed a $125 million fine on Ripple after finding last year that its institutional sales of XRP violated federal security laws. The judge reiterated her view that Ripple's programmatic sales of XRP to retail clients through exchange did not violate federal security laws. A federal judge ordered Ripple to pay $125 million in civil penalties and imposed an injunction against future securities law violations on Wednesday. No more violations. Leave them alone. So yeah, this is great. I don't know why it's 125.035 million. I think the court had to get their little fee. They banned Ripple from future violations of federal security laws on Wednesday, saying that while she isn't making a judgment that Ripple has violated any laws after the SEC filed its lawsuit, the company may well cross the line in a section referring to Ripple's on-demand liquidity offerings. So, let's see. Okay, so what they are saying that during this time, if the SEC tries to say that they, you know, made a violation of the law, okay, so it's not banning the SEC from doing from coming after Ripple. It's banning Ripple from any unregistered security sales. So they cannot, with their on-demand liquidity offerings, which could be seen as like some kind of institutional sales, they cannot do that, or they could really get in trouble for that and have to pay a lot of different money. So they're not going to be able to sell to any institutions anymore. So, I mean, that really only happens when they first start out. I mean, some cryptos might still sell to institutions, but the institutions are going to have to buy through secondary marketplaces like the rest of us. So I think that's pretty funny to see. Now, let's see what happened with the price. I was looking at the volume, and it looks like steadily XRP sits at $1 to $2 billion. And when it kind of goes down, which people were loading up down here at 44 cents, and it pumps all the way up here to about 63 cents. This is really interesting, to say the least. But it was up here at 62. So this is good for the long term if you look at it. because no other crypto pumped this way, and it did have a 4-cent dump, but it's sitting at these prices before Bitcoin dumped. It has outperformed every altcoin that there is. So this is definitely good to see. XRP is forming what looks like a falling wedge here, which also could be construed as some sort of a bull flag, which would be interesting to see where it would go. I think it's going to be at $1 very soon. I think this news pumped it up, and then when crypto pumps again, we're going to see this really move to the upside here. So it depends on when this happens. So we could really see XRP up at this 72-cent range very, very soon. I'd say even within the next couple of months, we're going to see it at $1. I really believe that XRP is just really doing some amazing things lately. Let's look at this daily candle. As you see, big dumps. We had this big candle yesterday, which barely started the new day like an hour ago. But this would be a nice breakout of this area. Then we would also have an ascending triangle, which would bring XRP in a very bullish position. Yeah, if we break out of this area with this as our resistance, 72 cents is the next thing. And I think we'll be there probably within a month. If we look at the weekly, I mean, XRP, really had a big dump all the way back down to this support level. And we could really see with this trend line breakout right here, this could send XRP up to over $1. I mean, we could test this 95 cents, not even in that long. And this was in 2023. This was about a year ago. And it seems like in July, XRP likes to really pump. So let's actually look at this month, because I want to see the long term for XRP. Yeah, we had this big month here, which just ended, not even that long ago, a week ago. And then we had this big retrace because of Bitcoin all the way down, to this 44-cent range, which is big area of support going all the way back. And that's a big ascending triangle too on the monthly. This is going to be really bullish. There's a lot of bullish patterns right now. Look at that nice ascending triangle here. That could bring us, back up to 95 cents. Not even in that long. And let's look at where the top is. In 2021, we saw $2, $1.96. We saw $1.96. So $3 is not a lot higher. And this is where I think XRP is going to go, up to this $3 range. That would put it at about $160 billion market cap, and it would put it somewhere in the top 5 cryptos. And I think it's going to be moving up. It could even give Solana a run for its money with that kind of volume. With the court case being settled, there's no more that the SEC can do except appeal the case. So let's go in and look at ICP now. ICP has taken quite the dump, and it did recover now. That's nice to see it back up at 716. And this is bullish for ICP too. Not only having Ripple, not considered as a security, which is very, 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 very important for the industry wide. And look at this month. So I think we could end up somewhere around this 813 mark. By the end of this month. I think we're going to end up closing here. This is a nice level of support on the monthly. So I'm looking at about somewhere around that 819 range as a move to the upside. We had this nice test on the monthly back down to this area right here at 566. Look at this big support. So I don't think we're going much lower than that. There's really no need to. There's a lot of support between about $5.33 and that 566. So we could really see a nice move to the upside. We're not doing too good on the EMAs here. Let's go look at the CFGI. It's going to be bearish. Yeah, everything's negative right now, and we're in fear again. Even though ICP just had a nice recovery, the entire market is in fear, except for Ripple right now. If we go to this daily, yeah, the whales are negative. Volatility is very positive, which is good. We're seeing a lot of moves from $6 all the way up to, $8 and then back down to $7. So we're having a lot of volatility, which is a good time to get into the market. We're neutral on the daily. Let's see what we're looking like on the 15-minute. So things are starting to turn around. We're in greed on the 15-minute, which volatility is very positive. Volume is very positive. Impulse is very positive. The whales are still staying neutral because of Bitcoin, right? If we go and take a look at Bitcoin, Bitcoin goes down a lot and then leaves us as altcoins hold in the bag. So if Bitcoin can move up and close somewhere around this $59,000 level on the month, or at least above 56,561, which is our EMA 9 the last 9 months. If we can stay above that and this level right here, which is previous resistance in the last bull run, I would say right here at $60,760. If we can close the month above that, we are going to be bullish. And if we fail to close above that, we have to close above this $56,561 level, which we're less than $1,000 away. Now, Bitcoin did need to have this nice monthly cool off so that we can see another big move to the upside with this. So all of these things are going to come to fruition. Right now, XRP is outperforming every single crypto, including Bitcoin. And we will see on the 4-hour, we are starting to have a little bit of a recovery. We had this big move down to about $49,000. I saw it a little below that. But it looks like we could be getting some sort of an ascending triangle. And if we can get this ascending triangle breakout, then we can move up to this next level here where we have to close the month out and be bullish. So Bitcoin is looking like it does want to start to recover, but big money is in the market and they can manipulate it if they want to see altcoins go down further, or they want another chance to get into Bitcoin at a cheaper price. They can just dump the market, but this is looking bullish. It didn't give us a descending triangle. We have an ascending triangle, which is bullish. If I would have saw a descending triangle, that is a continuation pattern to the upside or downside. And I want to see this continuation pattern to the upside. We need to get above 55,832, which is where we're sitting right now. We're testing this resistance on Bitcoin. And if Bitcoin does move up to these levels, we're going to see XRP go up. We're going to see ICP go up. Let's look at Polygon, another one of my holdings. Wait, why did I do KuCoin? I don't want KuCoin. All right, so we're sitting at 39 cents, and let's look at the daily. Okay, we were up here around 41 cents. This does look like a bear flag, though. Unfortunately, that does not look good for Polygon. Dang. I'm not going to start it right there. I'm going to start it over here. So let's do that. Yeah, this doesn't look that great. It looks like a bear flag. That doesn't mean that's what's going to happen. But if that does happen, we could see Polygon down to about 26 cents, 27 cents. Let's go look on the monthly and see what that does to us. Yeah, so it would bring us right here. A little bit below, yeah, 28, hold on. Yeah, 28 cents. Hold on. I don't know what just happened there. It's going to be at 26 cents. So it's right below that 20 cents. That's what I thought. So right below that, which we haven't seen. If we go to the monthly, we haven't seen in a long time. 30 cents there. So I don't think that's going to happen. It could go down and wick there again. I mean, with Bitcoin dumping the way it is, but it doesn't really look that bad, except we have this big rollover right here too, with the curve, but we might have already seen the bottom of that. So with this rollover, it does look like this could be a nice recovery point as well. It's hard to say right now with crypto because Bitcoin, I've heard people saying that Bitcoin is going to go all the way back down. And I don't listen to what people say unless it's something that I could definitely agree with. And there is a big possibility of hitting, okay, we hit the 47, $45,000 right here. So there is a big possibility. I mean, we did already go down to 48. There is another possibility of going to 42,000 right there, if they really want to dump. Because this is a breakdown. This could have been a bull flag right here. Instead, it does look like one big top. So we could see this as more long lasting than these ones. They were just kind of pump and dumps. We went all the way down. So this market is a lot different structure than the last market. We can see this big climb up and this big climb up here. And then we have this retest right here, except it's a longer lasting. Instead of just 3 candles down, we have, a little bit of volatility happening with Bitcoin. So I can see us really moving to the upside. Now, where are we heading with ICP? That's what I want to know. Oh my God. 714. I don't know why it always starts ICP at this crazy level here. So on the daily, it does look like we've had a nice support level. There is a possibility of a descending triangle right here on the daily. So actually, let's get rid of everything else. Let's look for this descending triangle. Yeah, this could get a little bad going all the way back here. So we tested this as support all the way down to this $6 range. This does look like a descending triangle. Now, you could also argue that it's a falling wedge as well and say we could be a little bullish on that, that it isn't completely flat. So you could also do this as well. And there's a falling wedge, which could be bullish. So there is a possibility of a descending triangle, which would probably bring us back, I'd say, to about $5. If we go back on the daily, all the way back over here, this level where we're at is a big support. And then this level as well. So we could see 556. I don't think we're going to go much lower than that, except maybe 521 at this range right here. As you see it touch the top of the range, we touch pretty low right here. If we break the bottom of this wedge and close below here on the daily, we could see $5.56. So we also have this falling wedge, which would bring us all the way back up to $10.62 with this big resistance area, as we've already touched, and we failed to break out because we've been below it ever since. So I think some bullish stuff. If we look at the RSI, it has cooled off very, very nicely. We could see a big move all the way back up to this 1070 range, no problem. So let's get some questions. I want to visit with my peeps for a minute. I was just remembering Bitcoin Nashville, hanging out with Mike and met Al and met Blockchain Boy Aaron Brimser. He's freaking cool. I didn't know what to think about Aaron online, but in person he's freaking cool as hell. I like Aaron. Got to meet Lucas. Of course, TG was there and Shill Gates. All the boys were there. So thumbs up. Thumbs up. Use it. You feel. Never trust me. What? Hey, what's up, Ham? I always appreciate your support. Let's smash that like button as much. We got 6 figs in the house. Ooh, XLM. Let's look at that real quick. That's another one of mine that I really like. XLM, and they always have a really good amount of volume. Always. Let's do USDT. Hey. Okay. Looks like I gotta do USD. Ooh, look at XLM. XLM pumped with Ripple, which makes sense because they're both payment systems, right? XLM is a payment system by Stellar, and I believe they have a connection with Ripple, if I'm not wrong here. But I think there's a nice falling wedge breakout here. We have this, nice clear breakout of this falling wedge pattern, or even symmetrical triangle. I would say that's a symmetrical triangle breakout, and we could end up at the top here at about 11 cents. It did have this big dump down to 7 cents not that long ago on the daily. Let's look at the 4-hour. Yeah, we have this nice run up. It's above a lot of the moving averages. It's above this big resistance level. So I see a possible move to 11 cents if Bitcoin decides it wants to play nice and recover. Let's look at the first market cap of ICP. Where are we sitting at today? $3.36 billion with a $91 million volume, which is down a lot. And so this is why ICP isn't moving to the upside. It needs to see significant volume, especially when it dumps down to these low prices. If you look at 750, people are putting in more than 100 million in here. If we go back the last 7 days, when we went down here, look at this volume at that $5 range. So even as we climb up 200 million above $7, we get this dump. And I don't really understand what whales are doing. They're neutral right now. But I really think that we're going to start to see the market recover very soon. I really do. Now let's look at XLM, because this one always has crazy volume. Always. Number 26. But look at this volume. Always around this $200 to $300 million range. Sitting at 24. It's actually a less market cap than ICP. It has, about 80, 90 mil here. So it's a lot similar to how ICP works. And when this volume really starts to climb up, we see the price really start to recover. So I love me some XLM. That crypto is something I'm going to be getting in. One more. We're going to do CKB, because I want to see what's up with my other favorite crypto here, CKB. All right, so it's at less than a penny right now. We saw all the way down to 2 zeros and a 6, which is almost half a penny. So this is nice to see. Good buying area. It does have this rollover effect, and if we get rejected by this 0.07523, we're going to see a move back down to this 7 cent range. So we're going to see about a 10, what is it, 5 tenths of a move down, or of 500ths, 1, 10, 100, 1,000, 5,000ths move to the downside. So this is pretty cool to see. There is a possible move back up to this 8 cents, but again, it all depends on Bitcoin, right? So let me look at this daily. This looks like a bear flag too, but this isn't going to play out. We're not going to see. I mean, I'm not even going to draw the whole thing out. I'm just going to put this to this and then see where we would go if we broke down. Yeah, it's not going down to a tenth of a penny. That's not happening. So yeah, I really think that the fear in the market is driving everybody on the short term. We're greedy right now, because when others are fearful, we're greedy. Polygon and XLM. I didn't even get to show you the CKB. Oh well. CKB is looking good. I'm going to give you price targets for all the cryptos. 6 cents could be a possible move on CKB. ICP, I see that $6.90 level, as a possible support. And then I also see that $8 level as possible resistance on Bitcoin. If we do not close the month above $60,560, then we're going to see Bitcoin move to the downside. If we do close above that, we're probably going to a new all-time high in Bitcoin, I would say by October. We're going to see $80,000 Bitcoin. We're going to see, $1 XRP very, 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 very soon. I see XRP having a little bit of a pullback because all the money got in, the price pumped, people are buying, and so other people are taking profits. So for XLM, the same thing. I see a possible move back down to about 9 cents before the rest of the market really recovers and we start to move to the upside. Okay, see, I love this. I knew they were connected. I just didn't remember how, and I don't like to give fake news, so thank you for this. I love my audience. He says the creator of XLM is Jeb McClab, who helped build XRP in the early part of XRP. And I know there's also more connections besides that. They're very interwoven, and so I'm a huge supporter of XLM, Ripple. I wasn't buying any more XRP because of the lawsuit, because I didn't know how it was going to turn out. I am going to be dollar cost averaging into XRP now. I know the SEC can appeal and it can draw this out further, but with Analisa Torres being very adamant and rejecting the appeal for the secondary market, I don't believe that they're going to get a different outcome, even if they do somehow appeal and are granted the appeal to be able to appeal and have a new trial. I just don't see that happening, especially with the fine already being paid. So does Ripple wait to pay the fine? Or do they pay the fine now and then if they win the whole case in the future? I just don't get how they're going to do that. Maybe they'll just make them wait to pay it. But yeah, I'm bullish on the market. Whether we move up right now is irrelevant. It's all about next year anyway. I've been waiting 3 years for next year. So another year isn't going to hurt me. You know what I mean? We've been waiting since the end of 2021. It's, 2022. We're in 2024 now. Next year, we're going to have our bull market high. We're going to see Bitcoin at about 100,000, I believe. We're going to see XRP at about $3. We're going to see ICP, because of its big volatility and huge moves to the upside, I think at $150. We're going to see XLM somewhere around the $2 range. We're going to see Cardano hit $5. We're going to see Solana hit $500. All of these cryptos are going to go crazy, and you can come bookmark this and talk to me about it then. All right, guys, that being said, goodbye. And good ICP, CKB, and XRP. Bam!